Hi everybody, here's Thursday's maths lesson. If you haven't already completed the English session, I will just quickly explain why I'm not on screen today. So today I'm not on screen because I'm using a different device to record this lesson, as I've had a super busy day because it's currently Wednesday and unfortunately my cat Minnie has gone missing, so I spent a lot of the day trying to find her. I've not found her yet, so I'm keeping my fingers crossed that she comes back tomorrow, and hopefully when you see Friday's lesson you'll see Minnie back at home with me where she should be. So we will get started with today's maths lesson. So today we are moving on to something slightly different to what we've been doing the past sort of 5-6 days. I just wanted to say that I'm really impressed with all the work that I've seen. You've done a brilliant job at multiplying and dividing fractions, so well done. Let's get going with today's starter. So today's starter is in a similar style to the grid which you had the other day. So today, can you put the numbers 1 to 7 in each circle so that the total of every line is 12? So when it says every line, if you look at my mouse, you can see that this is a line, this is a line, this diagonal, okay? So you can only use each of the numbers once. Pause the video and see if you can do it. Okay, now if you haven't managed to complete this yet and you would like a little clue, I'm going to give you a clue. So the middle number is 4. So if you've not finished, pause the video and see if you can solve this puzzle now. If you have finished, I'm going to reveal the answer. Okay, here is the answer. If you think you've got another solution, please send it to me because I'm not sure if there's another one. Okay, so last week, I think it was on Monday, we started by just recapping on finding fractions of quantities. Okay, and as I said earlier, from the work that I've received, it looks like you are all really confident and good at this. Now, just as a warm-up, I would like you just to practice a few of these again. Okay, you might choose to do all 6, or you might choose just to do 2 or 3. Okay, it's important that you're confident with this skill because you'll need it for today, for today's lesson, and for tomorrow's lesson. Okay, so just to recap at the bottom here, if I'm finding 3/5 of 90, okay, that means that 90 is the whole. So you can see that 90 is the full bar, my bar model, that's the whole. Okay, first of all I look at the denominator. Okay, it's 5. That means that I need to divide 90 into 5 equal parts. 90 divided by 5 is 18. So I've put 18 in each of the parts. Because in fractions, each of the parts are equal. Okay? Then the numerator tells me that I would like 3 of the parts. So I've highlighted 3. Okay, you can pick any 3. You don't have to pick 3 that are next to each other, it doesn't matter. So the process mathematically is step 1, 90 divided by 5 equals 18. Step 2, 18 multiplied by 3 equals 54. So my answer is 54. Now I've left this on the screen so you can use this as a model for when you try out yours. So please pause the video and have a go at either all 6 or just however many you think you need to have a go at. Pause the video and off you go. Okay, I'm now going to reveal the answers so you can mark your own work. Oh, I haven't got the answers on the screen. So, number 1, the answer will be 42. Number 2, the answer is 6. Number 3, the answer is... My mind has gone blank. I'm a little bit tired today. The answer is 54. Number 4, the answer is 30. number 5, the answer is 4. And number 6, the answer is 2. Okay, you'll have to let me know if I've made any mistakes there. Okay, I hope you feel confident with that skill. Now, sometimes, just to extend and to move sort of towards the greater depth questions and to make you think a little bit harder, sometimes you'll receive questions like this. I wonder if you know what the answer is. The question is, 1/8 of something equals 7. Just pause the video and just think, do you know what that is? Otherwise, I'm just going to rephrase the question in a minute, and that might help you to get to the answer. Okay, so here's another way of thinking about it. So, you've been told that 1/8 equals 7. Okay, the questions ask you to work out what the whole is. So if 1/8 is 7, what's the whole worth? Do you know what that is? Can you draw a bar model? Some of you might already be confident at this. We have done it in school before, but it was quite a long time ago. Okay, just have a think. Here's a picture on the screen. So I went back to my bar model. So first of all, I had a blank bar. And I chose to put 8 parts because the denominator tells me how many parts to divide the whole into. So if you can see here, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? The question told me that 1/8 was worth 7. So I put 7 in one of the boxes. Now, as I said before, I know that every part in the fraction is equal. So that means that each part will be worth 7. So I decided to write 7 in each box. Okay? Then I added them up to find out what the whole is worth. So I could count up in my times tables, or I could just do 7 multiplied by 8, which equals 56. So if 1/8 is 7, the whole is worth 56. Okay, let's try another one. Okay, I've got both versions here, both ways of thinking about it. See if you can get this one. 1/9 of something equals 4. Okay, if 1/9 is equal to 4, what is the whole worth? So if 1/9 is equal to 4, what is the whole worth? See if you can draw a bar model like we had on the previous page. Okay, remember the denominator tells you how many parts make up the whole. That's the clue. See if you can work out this one. Look at the denominator. Okay, if you're still working, pause the video. I'm just going to put it on screen. Okay, so I looked at the denominator. It tells me that there are 9 equal parts in the whole. So if 1/9 is worth 4, then each of the other ninths are also worth 4. So if 1/9 is 4, the whole is worth 36. 9 times 4 equals 36. I wonder if you got that right. Now I think we've got one more of this type of question to practice, and then we look at something else. Okay, 1/3 of something equals 7. So if 1/3 is equal to 7, what is the whole worth? Okay, as I said before, you could draw a bar model to solve this, or you might be happy just using the mathematical rule. Pause the video as I'm about to reveal the answer. Okay, so the denominator tells me that there are 3 equal parts in the whole, so I've made my bar with 3 equal parts in the whole. If 1/3 is worth 7, then the other 2 parts will also be worth 7 each. So I did 7 multiplied by 3, So the whole is worth 21. Wonder if you got that right. Okay, so it's a good skill to have. Okay. Oh, I forgot. You have now got 3 questions to practice that skill. I think once you understand it, it's quite straightforward. Okay? So pause the video. On screen, you will see different ways of visualizing the problem. Okay, these questions are exactly the same as what we've just been doing. Okay, so you look at the denominator, that tells you how many parts are in the whole, and that's the clue really. Okay, so on here we did 7 multiplied by 3, which equals 21 for the whole. See if you can work out what this one is. 1/4 of something equals 3. 1/4 of something equals 4. 1/5 of something equals 5. Pause the video and see if you can complete these 3 questions, please. Okay, I'm going to reveal the answers. So if you're still working, pause the video. Okay, the answers are highlighted in blue. So 1/4 of 12 is equal to 3. Okay. 1/4 of 16 is equal to 4. 1/5 of 25 is equal to 5. Okay, and you can see I filled in my bar models. I could have filled in my pictures as well, but I didn't have time to do that today. Okay, hopefully you feel confident at that. If not, don't worry, we're going to practice some more tomorrow. Okay, now questions don't always ask you to work out the whole. Sometimes they ask you to work out other fractions. So for example, this one, 1/5 equals 2. What is the value of 4/5? Nice and straightforward. What would the answer be? The answer would be 8, because if that's 1/5, we would just fill in 3 more boxes, because that would be 1/5, 2/5, 3/5, 4/5. And remember, each part is equal. It has the same value, so I would just go 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, let's look at this one. 1/8 equals 9. What is the total of 3/8? Okay, well, if I've got 1/8 here, if I want 3 of them, then that means I'm going to fill in these boxes. So what would the answer be? The answer would be 9, 18, 27. Okay. Okay, now I'm moving on. So this is the next step. Okay, tomorrow, because we've been doing so many just questions with numbers today, numbers and fractions, tomorrow we will use the skills that we've learned today, and we will be solving some word problems, and we'll be reasoning, all sorts of things like that. Okay, so let's look at this. Can you work out this? Before, the numerators in our question was always 1. Okay, but this time it's changed. So the question is 3/8 of something equals 18. So if 3/8 equals 18, what would the whole be worth? Have a think. Can you solve that? Can you draw a bar model to represent this? Okay, I'm going to show you my model, because it's our first question. So I've drawn a model. So same as before, I looked at the denominator and I thought, right, okay, there must be eight equal parts in the whole. So I've gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now the question told me that 3/18 are worth 18. So I haven't put 18 in each of the boxes. Why not? Well, the reason is because if I had, that would mean that 1/8 is worth 18. But the question says that 3/8 are worth 18. So you notice down here I've done a little sort of bow saying there were actually 3 parts are worth 18. So can you tell me what number I should place in each of these boxes, because it will be the same number in each of them? Okay, the answer is 6. Did you get that right? How do I know? Well, I had to share 18 between the 3 because each of the parts are equal. I know they're going to have the same number in. 18 divided by 3 is 6. So I'm going to place 6, 6, 6. Ooh, that's a clue for you now. Can you work out the answer? Okay, there's the clue. Can you do it? Okay. The answer is 48. If you look at my bar model, because I placed 6 in each of these boxes, I placed 6 in the rest of the boxes because every part's equal. So then, to work out the whole, I just added all the parts up. Or to be quicker, I did a multiplication. So at first I did 18 divided by 3 is 6. And then I did 6 multiplied by 8, because there are 8 parts, 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48. And I got my answer. I wonder if you can work out any mathematical rules. Let's have a look at another one. 5/7 of something equals 20. So 5/7 are worth 20. What's 1 whole worth? Okay, same process as this. First of all, start by drawing a bar model. I'm going to reveal a clue in a moment, so if you're not sure, don't worry. I'm going to show you what the bar model should look like, but I won't give away the answer. Okay, here's my bar model. I have put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 parts in the whole, because you can see the denominator says 7. So I've divided the whole into 7 equal parts. Now, I haven't placed 20 in each of the parts because that's 1/7. And the question tells me that 20 is equal to 5/7. So I've drawn a little arrow thing. So I've put 20, and that's worth 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/7. Okay, can you tell me what number I should place in each of the boxes? Okay, the answer is 4, because 20 divided by 5 is equal to 4. Okay, so if I'm putting 4 here, 4, 4, 4, 4, what numbers are going to put in these boxes? I'm going to also put the number 4 in each of the boxes because all of the parts are equal. They have the same value. Right, there's your big clue. So if we place 4 in each of these boxes, what's the whole worth? The whole is worth 28. Okay, so mathematical steps. I'm kind of reversing what we did in the starter, really. So I've done 20 divided by 5, which equals 4. And then I've multiplied 4 by the denominator. I've done 4 multiplied by 7, which equals 28. Okay, so I'm reversing all the steps that we did earlier. And the bar model is a great way to visualise it, so I'd advise you to draw bar models as well. I think we've got 1 more to practice together, and then you've got 3 to practice yourself, and then tomorrow we will do a little bit more practice, and then as I said, we'll do some reasoning problems and some word problems. Okay, here's the question. 3/11 of something equals 9. So if 3/11 are worth 9, what's 1 whole worth? Okay, now if you feel confident, go for it. If you're still not sure, I'm going to show you the bar model to give you a clue. So I'm not going to reveal the answer, so have a look. Right, so I've drawn my bar model. I've got 11 parts because the denominator is 11. 11 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. The question tells me that 3 elevenths are worth 9. So that's why I've circled 3. Please tell me what number I'm going to place in each of these boxes. Okay, the answer is 3. 9 divided by 3 equals 3. So if I'm putting 3 in each of these boxes, 3, 3, 3, what number am I going to place in the rest of the boxes on this row? That's right, I'm also going to place 3 because each of the parts are equal. Right, can you work out what the answer is going to be before I reveal it on screen? The answer is 33. Mathematical steps. I'm doing the reverse of the starter. So I've done 9 divided by 3 equals 3. That's told me what 1 11th's worth. Then I've multiplied 3 by 11 so that I know how many 11 elevenths are worth. That's 1 whole. So 9 divided by 3 is 3. 3 multiplied by 11 equals 33. I wonder if you got it right. Now, here are the 3 questions for you to have a go at. This is the last task for today. Now, if you're still feeling unsure, don't worry. We're going to practice some more tomorrow. Okay? You could rewind the video slightly and maybe write the questions down and then leave it on one of these slides because you can follow the same steps. Okay? Otherwise, try and do it without. See if you can do it without them. Pause the video and have a go. Okay, I'm going to reveal the answers, so make sure you've paused if you're still trying. Here are the answers. So, I'm not going to read them out because you can read them yourself. Let me know how you did on Teams. I'll just reveal what sort of thing we're going to be doing tomorrow. We're not going to do it now, but just so you know what you're going to come back for. So tomorrow we're going to be using that skill to solve sort of word problems like these. Okay, there's all sorts of different problems which come up where you need that skill, and they look really tricky, but actually they're not. As long as you've got the skill, you're able to apply your knowledge and you can solve the problems quite easily. Okay, well done for taking part today. Please don't worry if you're not sure how to do it. You can always message me and I'll give you some help on Teams or by email. But before we start the word problems tomorrow, we will just practice doing some questions like this again without any words before we begin the reasoning problems. Thanks for joining in. Please share your work with me on Teams because I really like seeing it. Bye for now.